bit of my closet as well as my vanity desk and opened up some space. And I have a few drawers in this dresser that I now would like to reorganize. So this dresser I bought for I think $10 at a garage sale. So it is quite beat up and there's some wood chips missing, and it is not the nicest, prettiest dresser anymore, but I really like the size. It's quite bulky, and the drawers themselves are really quite deep, and it is just a very hefty, heavy-duty dresser that it's really hard to find nowadays. It's like solid wood. It's just kind of that classic old dresser, but it is painted in white, and it has these lovely drawer pulls, these handles, and they are kind of a black design. I don't know exactly what you would call this. It's almost like a four-leaf clover pattern. I think there's an official term for what that design pattern is called. And then it is gold on the backs. So today I think I just want to work on this bottom drawer, because when we moved a year ago, I kind of threw lots of stuff in the different drawers, and this is one that I probably could have reorganized months ago and just have not done it. So I'm going to pull this out a little bit and show you. So just to show you a little bit, I have lots of wallets and smaller bags, as well as some hats, and further in the back I have some extra belts. And anytime I need anything out of this drawer, it is chaotic. So what I am going to do is just pull out the entire drawer, and then we can go through everything that's in here. I am pretty confident that I will be able to move everything that's in here out of this drawer. I think that I have new spaces in my closet and on my vanity desk that all of this will be able to go and live somewhere else. So let's go ahead and get this all set up. Okay, so I have gone ahead and just pulled out the entire drawer so that it's a little bit easier to see everything that I have in here. And what I think I'm going to do is just go through this one by one. I'm going to grab something out, decide whether I have a spot for it, and set it off to the side, and I'll probably kind of group things depending on where they're going. So the first thing I want to grab is this little pouch, satchel purse. And this one is a very obviously fake leather. But I thought that this was so cute, and I saw it when I was thrift shopping. And so I think I got it for $2. And it does have a strap, and it just opens up with this little clasp, and I don't think you're really going to be able to see because it's just black, but it has a pretty deep pocket as well as some kind of organizing like slip pockets in here. So it's quite a nice purse. And this is perfect for Halloween. So usually every year my husband and I go as a witch and a wizard. When we were younger and when we were like in college, we would do like different costumes every year. But the last few years we've just kind of stuck to what we have, and we pass out candy and just kind of have fun with it. And if we go out, I thought that this was like the perfect little purse for my witch costume, because it kind of looks like those old leather money pouches, except it's quite large. But I thought that this was just so fun, and it makes all those lovely like pleather sounds. And this bag does have a little imperfection here, but again, I got it thrifted for just a couple of bucks, so I was okay with that. And it's actually really quite soft. Like, it's an obviously fake leather, but it's like pretty well done. I have dog fur on everything. So this one, I do have a spot for me to hang my purses now in my closet. So I do not need this in this drawer anymore. So I'm going to set this off to the side and start a pile for bags and wallets and things. Alright, and then the next thing that is kind of jumping out at me is this wallet here. And this is a kind of cream colored wallet, and it's a little bit dirty and dusty because I've had it for quite a long time. And it has gold hardware, and as you can see, it has two different like wallet pockets, and it just opens up like that, and then you can just go ahead and access either side with these zippers, just like that. And one side has some slots for credit cards on both of the sides, and then this one is just kind of big open pockets, but it does have a little coin pouch with a little zipper here. So this wallet, because it has a little wristlet, like wrist strap, I do actually have new space. I created a space where I can hang my wallets and little clutches that have these little straps. So this one I also am going to set off to the side. And I guess I'll kind of stick with some of these wallets. This next wallet here is a black wallet with a massive dog fur on the front. It is like a black quilted wallet with gold hardware. And let me open it up. This one is also quite spacious, so it has those same two different pouches that the white one does, except this one is a little bit more compact because the side with the cards isn't like a full separate section. It's just kind of a flap that goes down, so it's still a bit smaller than the white one that I have. And to be honest, I don't really switch out my wallets too much. These are nice for like if we have a date night and I don't want to bring a full purse. Usually my phone will fit in one of these pouches. I'll put some cash and cards in one side of my ID, and then I can just carry around this little wallet. And I honestly a bigger fan of silver hardware. I think that silver just kind of goes better with my skin tone, but I find it so difficult to find silver hardware on bags and wallets now. I don't know why, like I don't know what's going on, but most of my things are gonna have gold hardware because that is like literally all that I can find. So this one also has that little wrist strap, so I'm going to put it off to the side with the other white wallet. This is an old black wallet that I got, and it used to have a little tassel and it fell off. But the rest of the wallet is actually in pretty good condition. The zipper still works nicely. The inside, I have a few paper scraps. So this wallet I used to use as my main wallet, and then I got a new one. And I have just never used this one again. So I think I'm actually going to donate this because I have so many other wallets that I would probably reach for before this one. So I just don't think I need it. So I'm going to set this off to the side and start a little giveaway pile. And then I do have quite a lot going on in here. Let me grab this next bag. So this is just kind of a plain, boring, clear vinyl bag. But this is what I use for stadiums. So if I'm going into a sporting event or a concert and they require clear bags, this is usually what I use. It is the maximum size that stadiums allow. And this is really convenient, especially for fall football games. When we haven't really gone in the last few years, but when we were going to fall football games, it would get so cold. We went to one and it got down to like 27 degrees. And I had hand warmers, extra scarves, extra hats, like everything in this bag. And so I really love it for that. And even though it's not like very exciting or fun, it's just one of those bags that I kind of want to keep just because I do need it every now and then. And this one has two handles as well as a longer shoulder strap. So this one I can hang up with the other purse in my closet. So I'm going to group this with that one. And I think the next thing, maybe these belts, maybe I'll go through these belts. So some of these belts, honestly, I just never really use these ones as much. So you can see I have this like sparkly gold belt that I think actually came with a dress. And I have this sparkly black belt. Maybe these came in a set. I don't actually fully remember. But these ones, I don't think I really gravitate towards the sparkliness anymore. But I kind of want to keep the black one just in case. I think if I needed a little waist belt, having a black sparkly belt I think would be better for me than a gold. Like I was saying earlier, I tend to prefer silver accents over gold, so I honestly haven't used this gold belt in years, and I think it's overdue for me to get rid of it. So this one I'm going to also put in the giveaway pile. This black one I honestly probably don't need either, but I'm gonna keep it because it's also nostalgic. I've had it for so long. And I also have this kind of braided belt, and it is brown. And this one I got when this style of belt was like really popular, maybe like 2015, sometime around there. And I really don't wear it very often, but I have some brown boots that are very similar to this color, so I haven't wanted to get rid of this belt just in case I want to wear those boots and want a belt that matches. So maybe in a year, if I still haven't used this, I will definitely get rid of it, but for now, again, I'm going to keep it. I also have this other waist belt. It has these kind of almost like tribal designs on it, again, when this style was really popular. This belt, I think that I am okay getting rid of. Again, I haven't really worn it in a while. I have other belts, so this isn't all of my belts and bags. These are just like ones that were like relegated back to this drawer and have just been kind of living here until now, when I've actually gone through and organized my closet a bit more. So this belt I am actually going to get rid of. I don't think that I'm ever really going to gravitate towards it again. I have other brown belts that are quite a similar shade, so I'm generally okay getting rid of this. Let me grab this set of belts, and these belts, as you can see, came from Ross, and they were originally $6.99, so pretty cheap belts. But I got these in a like clothing like box. So on Facebook Marketplace, sometimes people will just like throw a bunch of their like clothes that they want to get rid of in a box and just like sell it for like 15-20 bucks. And somebody had posted 2 massive boxes. They were helping their college-age daughter clear out her bedroom before college, and they had so many clothes and belts and things. So this was actually in one of those boxes, and I've actually never really used them, but I'm hoping that getting them out of this drawer and having them hung up somewhere where I can actually see them is going to be better, and maybe I will actually use them. But again, it is this gold hardware. You see what I mean? It's like everything has gold hardware now. It's so rare to find something with silver. I have no idea why that is, but so these ones I'm gonna set with the other belts. And I think I have a few other belts down here, but I'm gonna go through other stuff on top first. And I think maybe I'll do this white purse next. So this is a smaller white handbag, again with gold hardware, and I actually love this bag, and I haven't used it in quite a while, and I think I'm suspicious because everything is tucked away in this drawer that I never see it, so it's like out of sight, out of mind. But I do love this bag for like a little date night bag. It was really cute in spring and summer, and so I do really like this one. I want to keep it, but I probably need to give it a good clean. It's a little bit dirty, and I'm gonna set it off to the side with the other purses so that I can actually get it hung up and I can see it. one doesn't have little feet at the bottom to keep it clean if you like set it on the ground or on a table somewhere, but I still like it. I think it's cute. Okay. Maybe the next thing I will grab is this little brown Coach wallet, or a little like wristlet. And this was actually a gift from one of my brothers around Christmas. And he actually got me another Coach wallet a few years before this one. And I don't have that in here because I was actually using it. So it wasn't ever in this drawer. But this is a lovely, smooth little wallet. And it's another one of those great ones for just throwing a few cards and some cash in here if you don't need like a full purse. Like these little wristlets are just great for that. And I do think I'm going to hang this up by the wristlet with the other wallets that I have. So I'm going to set this off to the side. And here is a belt, another belt. And this one is a braided brown belt. And I honestly haven't used this in the past year, but I've had it for so long. And it's kind of like nostalgic or sentimental because I've had it for so long and it's like fraying on the edges. So it's not the best belt, but I'm like too attached to it at this point that I don't think I can get rid of it. I need to go around and just like trim off all of these little loose threads, but I'm going to keep it for now. I don't need it, but I'm just too attached to it at the moment to get rid of it. And this wallet actually came in a set with another bag that I have, and it was actually my purse that I had in my like what's in my bag video, and this came as a set with that, and it's very dusty because I have not really used it in a very long time. But as you can see, it has a little card pocket on the back, and it has this clasp, and it just opens up into one main pouch. So there aren't any like card slots or anything in this one. So it doesn't really function very well as an an active functional wallet for me because I have more cards than I would want in just this little back pocket. But it is a great little addition, a little pouch for throwing in some makeup or anything into that bigger bag. And it does have a little wristlet, so I think that I am going to hang this one up as well. Let's do this next bag here. This is a kind of like neutral, like taupe brown color, and I have shoes and heels. I have boots and heels that are like exactly this color. So I love this bag when I'm wearing either of those. It just matches perfectly. It has so many pockets. On the front here, there are 3 different organizing pockets. On the back, there is a slip pocket. And inside, there is this separate pocket here and a main zipper compartment. as well as another pocket on the front. So this has so much storage and I absolutely love it. And I've had it for years. It's done me well. This is one of my rare bags that actually has silver hardware. I'm definitely going to keep this. I keep forgetting about it and I forget how much I love it. So I'm going to certainly hang this up and hopefully I will use it a little bit more. So this bag is a brown kind of satchel style bag that again has actually a decent amount of storage for its size. It has this little zipper pouch on the front and it's actually very spacious on the inside. It goes quite deep and it has a few little slip pockets there and it has one zipper pocket on the back. So this is another one that has a decent amount of storage for its size and I love bags with storage. So I am going to keep this one as well. This is a clutch that I've had, I think, since maybe my junior year in high school, so quite a while. But I think I got this for a dance. I think it matched my like homecoming dance heels or something, so I got this and I've kept it ever since. And I have actually used it quite a few times. I used it for a few events in college and for a wedding, so it has come in handy. And I do have other like dress clutches like this, but this one is gold. So this was before my time of realizing that I prefer silver. So this one is like an envelope style. So it has this flap here that lifts up a little clasp, and it is pink on the inside, but it has this little card pouch which is super convenient, and it looks like I have bobby pins in there, and then it has this main pouch compartment. So this one, even though it is gold and it's very, very sparkly, I am going to keep it because I do like it. I like having options for my dress clutches, and especially for like formal occasions, you just never know exactly what you're gonna need. Like if I was asked to be in one of my friends' weddings and we had like gold accessories or something, like maybe I would use this then. So I'm going to keep this one. All of my bags and wallets and purses, belts, everything on this side. And as you can see over here, I have some hats. I am a sucker for a baseball cap during the summer and spring. Honestly, I used to wear baseball caps with my hair in a ponytail like all the time. So honestly, most of these hats I'm probably going to keep, but I have a little like hanging organizer in my closet that I think I'll be able to put these on now, and then I would be able to like completely clear this drawer and spread out some of the other things in my dresser down here. So let's go through these hats. This one is a very cheesy hat that I have only worn once, and I bought it specifically for a trip to Costa Rica, and we were doing a few like jungle rainforest hike days, and I wanted a hat that like reminds me of a safari hat, but I wanted a hat that had like a bill like this that went all around and was quite breathable at the top and had a hole in the back for if I wanted to put my hair in a ponytail, and had a chin strap because one of our days out we were doing like horseback riding, and so I looked so dorky with my hat and my chin strap, but my hat was not going anywhere. And I have not used this since, but I want to keep it because it's like good memories, and who knows if I'm gonna like go on another trip like that where I need it. Most of the time if we're hiking like here at home, I just grab like a regular baseball cap. I don't need something like this, but I still like having it, and it folds down quite small, so it like fits very nicely in the suitcase. So that's what I really liked about this one. And let's grab this purple one here. This is an Under Armour hat, and this is a hat that my younger brother bought for me one Christmas. And I really like this one because it has a full back panel that is missing so that you can do a high ponytail as well if you want. So I do really like this one. I haven't actually worn this one in a little bit, but it is very convenient. And I do like the purple color. I think it's cute. I don't really have like cute hats like this, so that's fun. Next one is a older style kind of like green canvas hat, and it is a Jeep hat. So growing up, my family was a Jeep family. We had an old Jeep Wrangler, and then when I went off to college, I went off with that Jeep Wrangler, and it was a soft top, so we could like remove the top quite easily. And that is where all of these hats come in handy, because I would throw my hair in a ponytail, grab a hat, and then I could just zoom around to class or whatever I needed. And I actually snagged this hat from my mom, I think. And I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching. I don't think I ever gave it back. Well, I clearly never gave it back, but this one also is adjustable. It has some hair on it. So it has the adjustable Velcro here, as well as that little hole that I would put my ponytail through. This hat is one that we got in Costa Rica. So in Costa Rica, Pura Vida is a saying that they use as like a greeting, a like hello, goodbye, have a good day, like how's it going? And it means like pure life or live purely. And we went and we had like two parts of our trip. The first part, we specifically wanted to stay with a like local that could kind of show us around, spoke Spanish much better than we could, and he was so kind, and his family were just so nice, and he just always said Pura Vida to us. So when we were leaving Costa Rica, the second part of our trip, we did like the classic beach tourist type of stuff. And we stopped at a souvenir shop and I got this hat. And it's this like heathered blue. And I do really like the color. And I like it. Like it just reminds me of our time in Costa Rica. And this next hat is a gray Converse hat. And I love the texture of this one, and it's like a very nice quality hat. But honestly, I very rarely wear it. And I don't really know why. Like, it's a nice hat, but I think it's a little bit too shallow for my head and for what I like and for where my ponytail is usually at. So I think I just never gravitate towards it. So I think that I am going to donate this one. I have so many hats. I don't need more hats. I have even more hats and beanies and like everything downstairs on our coat rack. So I have more hats than I need. I'm happy donating and getting rid of this one. Okay, I had another hat that had a logo that was like very local, so I removed that one. But this last hat I want to show is a hat that says "Be kind," and I believe that this was gifted to me, and I think that it is from the like Ellen DeGeneres brand or whatever she was doing for a while. And I never wear this. It still has the tags on it, as you can see. And I think that I'm okay getting rid of this one. Again, I have so many hats. There's no reason for me to be holding on to hats that I just frankly never wear. So I'm gonna donate this one as well. Alright, there we go. So that was everything that I had in this drawer. It feels so good to have this actually emptied out, and especially knowing that I have places for everything that I pulled out of here. I'm very excited to be able to see things better now, be able to kind of see everything that I have, and move some of my other clothing and stuff that I have in my dresser down to this drawer, like spread things out a little bit. But I do have some other organizing that I would like to do, and I have another drawer actually in this dresser. So I have 4 drawers in this dresser, and the one just above this one also needs some help. So if you liked this video and you want to see me just go through and organize and like pull out everything else in another drawer, please let me know. I hope that you enjoyed this video and enjoyed me talking through some of the things that I had in this drawer, some of the hopefully tingly sounds of the bags and belts. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest